gonna go fucking exploring and see the new place. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, then travel permit, that travel permit is yours. Need adventure. Adventure and gods to slay. Tell me about your gods.
He must have covered half the city by now. Really yellow is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself.
Pokemon is ready to commence the second half of your Tulio household. Hang on a second. I search. Moving. Same as earrings. 90 and below. I guess technically yes. Do I have them on right now? Where are they? They're in my armoire? Oh, I guess I'm not putting them on then. I'm not going back to my armoire in the middle of the story like this. Pokemon is ready to commence the second half of your Tuliolal tour. Tuliolal?
We're heading west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. We have dirigibles too. Yellow certainly doesn't want for nothing to travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know. We'll continue on.
Let's go. Pokemon Corral now accompanying you. Keep them at your side and work to pursue the question. Read all that. Alright. This place looks great. Musically, I don't know if I would if I'm gonna spend my time here whenever I'm not raiding and stuff like that as the hub. I might still stick with old Charlie for the. I like the old Charlie music a little bit better, I think, but this is not terrible. It's not my style. But it definitely suits the vibes and everything they've got going on here. City of stairs.
Still struggling to conceive how one could trust an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of the Yukoi Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Sakural to appease the god who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench.
Odd, you say, huh?
After the Yukoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, and practically in the center of Tulal. He gathered artisans through the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyolal. We climb these set of stairs here all the way up.
Yeah, old Charlian was very vertical like this too. Well, not to this extent, but it seems kind of similar and a little bit similar in layout and structure. Can I get in here with the Volok Shunsa? Discuss the palace.
Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. Probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents.
Sure, we'll find out. Grab the Aethernet shard while we're in here. Might as well. I can just port around the city later whenever I'm sure I'll be spending a lot of time in this city. Ethernet access to Volksschunza. Volksschunza. Alright, let's keep on going. We saw that, so let's go ahead. Head down the stairs and see what's up with this. There's Splendid Quarter. The only other Ethernet. Oh, never mind. I'm missing this Ethernet shard. The dirigible landing. I think I'm saying that right. Dirigible. No, I like it. I like the style and the vibe of the city. Very, very laid back and relaxed and mellow. Here to have an adventure and a good time. There's no world-ending threats coming our way. Headed into this Ethernet shard while we're here. Wondering where the rest of the scions are. Trial.
So this is the Splendid Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yogg-Turad clans. Amoja, Subraral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hani. We also have Tonawata, Hexaro, and Shatona, who move south from their ancestral lands in Daktaral. In essence, the gathering of people from every corner of Turad.
So I recognize one of those is like Makote. The other one was Hrothgar, maybe? Maybe the other one is Zara. We'll see.
In essence, the gathering of people from every corner of Turad. A true representation of the Yolask de Veskelta. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful.
Oh, that was Kyle.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs.
Another speaking point right here. Hey, what's up? Trial. Discuss the huge drum.
I've never seen such an enormous drum. How could one even use to beat such an instrument?
Where? What drum? It's a drum? Come on. Discuss your drum.
That big drum that is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Lance God's return from a dangerous duty. But I beat it with an axe once and ripped the skin. And be a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa had me held upside down by the ankle.
Down here, there's another Ethernet shard over here. The alpaca keep. Replacing the chocobo keep in this expansion. I did see in the patch notes, the patch notes spoiled that there's an alpaca mount somewhere. So, definitely gonna have to pick that one up. Kokomat.
And here are the dirigibles. Not bad, eh?
Oh, that's another. Oh, okay.
I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies. So we find balloons in Turialal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kowana brought back the plans from Charlie, and Papa thought them fantastic. He mentioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities had never been easier. That's enough about the visuals. The Arch of the Dawn awaits!
March of the Dawn, huh? Where's this? Down there? Okay. You grab the Etherite, or your Ethernet shard over here, and then we'll go. I have Ethernet access to the dirigible landing. Nice. I'm only missing this one, I think, and the what you meki. What you meki. What you making, man? come over here and see what's up. Arch of the Dawn, huh? I want to see when we get to some like field exploration and some stuff like that. I'm interested to see combat in the new dungeon. What am I doing on the frames, by the way? Oh yeah, now that I'm like out of the city proper, I'm getting like over 120. Another, is this voiced or do I?
There it is, the Arch of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known as the Dawntrail Gate. But when Papa founded Yolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Oka, the wetland south of the city. Depending on the what the right of succession asked of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Oka. Kozama Oka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier?
Oh, Trial's interested in the alpaca, huh?
Ah, those are alpacas. Here's some four-legged beings.
I don't think that's true.
Here's some. They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Rite. You'll learn soon enough. Forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along.
Where are we going now? More hard cabins. City of Stairs. It's catchy. Not a bad song. I think I prefer the vibe and musical tone that Old Charlie set.
If you wish to learn the history of Yolal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean?
Kyle regards the stone pillars curiously. A saga in stone.
What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they make it look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting.
Oh yeah? I'll never put myself back in the camera. Oh wait, what am I doing? Following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder restrictions. Okay. Never mind, I guess I'm taking myself out. Hopefully this is voiced. Yeah, they definitely went ham with the new upgraded textures. Like, stuff like this would have been very muddy and hard to look at in the old games. Like, definitely not that intricately detailed.
Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. Oh, they seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mabuja. Oh, and then this must be...
Oh, let me disable this if it's not voiced.
That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Ulor Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliola Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliola came to be. Study them as long as you like.
Smile nod. Classic. View of the stone pillars. Click to confirm. Lay of the Brotherhood.
This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. Depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer something. I can never remember the name. You mean Kettenram? Oh, that's the one. Kettenram's arrival in Teral is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in the later years. Kettenram's disappearance is a mystery. Kettenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea.
Lay of Repast, Lay of Reeds.
Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozama-uka. The people often are mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu on the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous, and it's a lot of fun.
Lay of Repast.
This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figures depicted heroes of the Zabral, like me. For decades, the Zabral and Mamoja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Puli-Yalal. There's a clan of Hrothgar and Bosha known as the Hellions, and their society the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Here in Teral, Zabral men and women can appear to be of equal status, while dramatically culture can vary with location.
Lay of Pots.
Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the Moblins of Kozama-uka. They might wear on masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Terali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, then we can move on to the second.
In the second half of the Polaris, yes. Lay of Gold.
The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homeland is in Opacha. Having created a currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Turiela's market, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Teral. They'll let their size fool you. You might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beat past are clever and calculating traders.
The Lay of Ice.
Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. Tracks the battle with the legendary Turar Vidral, Valegarmanda. I should explain. Turar Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Tatari described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Would this be the same for Manaman? Valegarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror that visited upon Teral every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, the ruin in its flame was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and seal it away in the Okapacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valegarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you see its likeness on Tuli-Yola's national emblem and adorning the banners at its palace.
So it's the same as like Seiryu and Yako and all of them. That's interesting.
The Lay of Proof. The big fellow is one of the Yokoi, the largest Tula's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a common dominion encompassing all of Yakteral. Having brought the southern reaches to heal, they turned northwards, setting their sights on Dawntrail. You recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered with ruins in the mountains of Okapacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tenali history?
Sure, we'll get the answer to that. The blank pillar.
Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left the blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliola's history. Whatever that might be.
I'm sure that we're gonna appear on this one.
And you feel of history then?
Yes, yes, thank you. I think I've seen quite enough. Kind of an interesting little backstory to it all.
Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that.
Best restaurant in the city, you say? We're about to see some of them tacos that Grahati has been nomming down on in the promotional footage for this game. Learn about the stone pillars. Oh, almost forgot the net shard. There's the shard. Very chill and smooth, smooth jazz here. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it'll grow on me and I'll come to like spending more time here than in old Charlie in. We'll see. Market board seems a little bit far away, but where? Oh, wait, behind there? Above? What the hell is all this? Ah, okay.
Have you ever had tacos? They're a Turiola classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and sauce sell them, but I like how they're made here at the Balyard, the best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Rook Evu.
Yeah, I'm definitely butchering these pronunciations. I'm sure that I'm offending a lot of people right now with my shitty white boy pronunciations of all this. I'm trying. Never said I was good at this. Give me some of them tacos, homie.
Brook Evo!
Rook Evu. Okay. Oh, auto advance.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Big fat tacos. We're gonna get some big fat tacos finally.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Silver scales?
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawnservant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Do we know the Silver Scales? I'm trying to think if that's a familiar name.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Yeah, it's a Taco Bell bag. What is this, fast food?
Oh,
Asshole.
oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor!
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawnservant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawnservant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Ubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
You're the antagonist for stepping on our tacos. You're the antagonist for the
Enjoying your
expansion.
tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is.
And
I'll let
twins had to
Lamarck's know.
ruin everything. Damn it, we're about to get our big fat tacos finally.
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Back in, back in.
I was looking forward to trying some authentic Toriyama cuisine. We should hurry and join Althano and the others at the palace. Right, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent border, even the eastern side of Talon March if you prefer. Now that you have an idea how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunza. Oh, my poor empty belly.
All the way up there. Alright, where's the nearest ether, right? Ethernet chart. Just Ethernet my way up there. Dude running well with the top Viper weapons. You got lucky they added the new top and Pictomancer stuff with the new jobs. Or the added top on those jobs. Probably look around here first. God damn, this is kind of cool. Super empty, but still pretty cool. There must be a lot of people up here. I hear the old chatter, the canned chatter thing going on. What am I doing here? Where is it? Aaronville? I think it's Wolf Lamont. Where is she? Aaronville's right there. Where the fuck is Wolf Lamont? Oh, here she is.
You made it. Good. Then we're out here. I'm still hungry enough to eat the whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever.
Is it Aaronville this time? Upon speaking to Aaronville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Aaronville has been waiting patiently for your arrival. Right.
I've acquainted twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eye, ordering them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly curs. I understand all too well. Charlie and had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for.
Guess and assume that this is voiced. Fuck are you doing, Asinian?
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian's crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Alright.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Maybe keep up with the Stanian while holding back?
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonash.
It's Erenville now, Dawnservant.
Well, he doesn't like his origins, huh?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their mettle, the hour of the Rite is at hand. I will summon the other Claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
random Mikode. What the fuck?
The Claimants are assembled.
Cat boy with a gun.
The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the Rite of Succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawnservant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The Rite of Succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest, but the Tuliola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us.
Wow, ableism.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the Rite of Succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own four eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey
at the gates to the Golden City. I need to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Do they take these off with the pillars outside?
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Claimants, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the Claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the Rite of Succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawnservant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Well, there is more to it all than meets the eye. Obviously. Well, I mean, obviously.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Let's see where this is, where this journey leads. I made my decision. I'm going to see it through. I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawnservant's revelation.
Here they come!
It's Sarolja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Sarolja. Take heart, tiller of the soil.
The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawnservant, has heard your pleas.
Sarolja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Sorelja, the palace seer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Sorelja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Oh, not the other dude? The asshole? The two-headed asshole?
Cryon, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawnservant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Claimants.
What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawnservant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawnservant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the Rite of Succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Alright, we're back at it. Look back in here.
That is so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa's not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the city of Pone. We have to work with the 7 tablets in the connection to the Turiola Saga. I suggest first comparing the tablets with the pillars to check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look.
Studium has been added to the Unending Codex. Alright, let's walk down here and see what's up. Down here and then hang a left. Okay. Talking in the chat, they said you have to be between 92 and 93 main story quests, and you disciple hand and land stuff. I want to get a disciple of war up first to 100. I want to see this whole story, and then I'll start doing like the side stuff. Even though I know that gathering and crafting are gonna be huge for me doing Savage.
That's everyone. Well, Clement, the tablets if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet. Let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences.
Auto scroll. Wish it was a quick tab, and so I should probably look at the top pop up. Can't automatically do it. Let me guess, my tablet's a different one.
Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows, but the keystones are to be fitted. Well, now that we've established the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawnservant said we were to retrace the path he walked in the uniting two lost peoples, and we would encounter several electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliala saga. The glyphs, the events the glyphs portray. Do we know the exact locations where they took place? When it's close, we could go there and search for an alert, or confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanusan. Papa took me there.
Sorry, I was answering somebody on Discord.
He took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There was also the Lay of Gold. That one about the Peli village was about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead.
Oh, let me go explore.
Well, a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm that we passed through at sea. Apparently the radar shocked the last 7 days ago. The roads are not as well paved as the Ozias, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. But to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. It's information we need. Leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. It would be prudent to ensure that we prepare for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Alpha now. The Rite of Succession. Bill, what's up? That's right. The reservation is in the Claimants' name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. We'll go and thread them the dead promise. Once you finish organizing your guild, you can meet us outside Zabalyantier. Greetings, visitors to Tulial, and welcome to the Farad's cabins. Whenever you are ready, I will show you to your rooms. Oh, the new inn. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't really want to go there right now, but that's nice to know that this is where the inn is. New trajectory. Is there a destination? Is there a destination here? Is there somebody to talk to? What is it? Wait for the designated location. Where is it? Do not see said destination. Oh, here it is. Wait your companions and embark on the Rite of Succession? Yes. Keep myself out of the thing for a little bit longer. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Echo. Now where are Araville and Wicklamat, I wonder? Oh good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two here from the villages were thinking to visit. I'll give you credit for taking initiative at least. What do you mean at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice.
I too am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business.
Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. What, link pearls? Yeah, we can all do that. This is Snake. Snake. What's this? It's called the Link Pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special cell. Linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have! It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Speak with the Rite. Through the Euro saga features a number of Dural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pele Pele, celebrate relatively close to the city, so a proper representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are the Chiri people who love their festivals. They make an appearance in the Lay of Reed, and their home village, Okanu, is located in Kusama Uka. The other smaller pillars are the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Ukopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachun Pelu, their village. Now as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put our adventurer's instinct to be us to walk on a Seko? Pick our destination. On completing this quest, the main story will branch into your quest fast. Without the quest from the Hope of Hanu will temporarily branch from the second quest from the virtual Pelu and vice versa. Second quest will become available to the respective for the respective NPC once you complete a series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial paths because the NPC you prefer and embark on the trail for the Rite of Succession. We've already seen these guys in Heaven's Ward, and I'm a big FF10 fan, so we're going to go with the Pelu Pelu. The quest to Kusama Uka will come available once you complete this series of quests with the Approachable Pelu. Approachable Pelu is waiting your questions.
What is it you like now?
My main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Kopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn and take the road west of the First Folk. Should we be wary of anything along the way?
Indeed, the way to Okapacha. After the daring shot by the recent downpour, however, you'd be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to the rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me.
What? Fucking alpaca? I got my own mounts, homie.
We could have to talk to you a good time, Gunhan. You know, you can eat and drink and feel it. It's the Bali of here. It's all been arranged.
Alright, let's get to it then. Is this a new dawn, a new hunt? Aha! Do you want new sacks of nuts? Scout of the Wings of Protection is on the lookout for a likely adventurer.
Do that. Yeah, good rest with it.
Actually, I'm not going to do all the side quests. Side quest voting. Side quests. No, it's going to be like too much fucking content for me to be voicing like that. Turn around and go back over here and pick this up. Especially since this is just hunts, I think. From the sound of the quest name. I'll re-up my baked eggplant. Go ahead and just pick these up too, I guess, so that I can, if I have to kill them for quests or stuff, I can just go ahead and pick up the hunt progress too. Non-hunt now available. Nice. There. Accept it all. Set to those. Okay, so now we'll see what we see. Alright, let's go ahead and see what this method of travel is the Pelu Pelu want us to use is. While we're here, I already did portrait effect, or check my portrait for this, right? Okay. Talking about the music in the chat, I kind of get it. Yeah, I don't remember like the textures having the like the collision effect and stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca.
What's your problem with Lamont?
These animals can traverse Ukapacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them.
So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. We don't have alpacas in Eosia.
Alpacas are native to Yoktarar. Eosia has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities and what is not needed anyway.
But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you weren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest sense you can imagine. I see. What are they like to ride?
Alpacas play the smarter and inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle.
We're really doing this then?
So, was my information useful to you?
Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear.
Good, I'll take my payment now.
What, pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from Pelu Merchant. Let me see what I have on me.
The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties.
Here you go, a fair price for your fair advice.
Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels.
Off you go then. And thank you. Better not get spit on again.
You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they.
Still not happy about this, but if we need to ride the Palkas to reach Ukapacha, then that's what we'll do.
Smile nod.